welcome back. Or if you're just joining, my name is Maya, and welcome to my channel, Cranleyplace, where I'm focused on Hermès scarf style, knot tutorials, and more. Before we get started, let me give a shout out to all the channel members and special welcome to any new knot connoisseurs and elegant insiders. If you haven't already, be sure to check out the membership options. In this video, I'm shifting gears a little bit and we'll focus on which Hermès scarf design or designs I would most like to see reissued as forever scarves and why. Shout out to channel member Jeff at Maddie's Home for recently asking the question. Let's get started. The Hermès Forever scarves represent a special category within Hermès's renowned silk carré collection. Unlike the standard seasonal designs that change regularly, the Forever scarves are classic, enduring designs that remain in production over time. They are chosen for their timeless appeal, artistic significance, and ability to transcend trends. Some of the most iconic designs that have been included in this lineup are Brie de Gala, first introduced in 1957, that of course features equestrian bridles by Hugo Guigard. Ex Libris, an homage to the Hermès bookplate logo and its equestrian roots again, also by Hugo Guigard. Jungle Love, which was originally by Robert Dallet and is a vibrant depiction of wildlife, first issued in 2000. Others include Les Clés by Cathy Latam, that was first issued in 1965, featuring a variety of historic keys. Les Cavaliers d'Or by Vladimir Rivalchenko from 1967, featuring golden horsemen, and Quadrige by Pierre Perron, first issued in 1973, depicting 4 horses, again an homage to their equestrian roots. Because forever scarves are consistently in demand and not limited to seasonal collections, they often retain or even increase in value over time, though you've heard me say time and again that that is not a reason to buy a Hermès scarf. You should love it, right? You should love it and wear it. Indeed, these are also considered collectibles by many connoisseurs and may serve as fashion heirlooms, so to speak, passed down through generations. Now, this was a really great and fun question to consider, so thank you again, Jeff. I had a few criteria for my selection. First, the design had to be over 25 years old, so I intentionally excluded more modern designs from the century. Second, they had to be ones that either had few reissues or maybe none at all. And third, bearing in mind that Hermès's criterion include timeless appeal, artistic significance, and ability to transcend trends. For the purposes of this video, these are designs that I believe fit that criteria and had to be something I liked, obviously, since this is my wish list. So given that, here's what I would love to see issued as forever designs. The Hermès Pavement scarf, designed by Maurice Tranchant, was first introduced in 1970. Its design draws inspiration from ancient Roman mosaics, featuring stylized depictions of flora and fauna arranged in intricate patterns reminiscent of Pompeian artistry. Now, this scarf has indeed been reissued a few times, including in 1985 and 2003, according to Carré d'Art 4 by Geneviève Fontaine. An interesting aspect of the design is that it does not display either the scarf's title or the artist's signature, which is uncommon these days for Hermès scarves. Now, the Pavement scarf has been featured in various publications, including the Spring 1985 and 2003 Hermès scarf catalogs, and it has also appeared in pop culture. Actress Sharon Stone reportedly wore this design in the 2004 film A Different Loyalty. It's such a beautiful design. I have a reissue from 2003, and I would certainly love to see this reissued either in a silk carré or in a GM format. Next, the Hermès Les Ballets Russes scarf, designed by Annie Favre, was introduced in 1996. This 90-centimeter silk twill pays homage to Sergei Diaghilev's renowned Ballets Russes, a ballet company founded in Paris in 1909 that significantly influenced the arts and music scenes across Europe and the Americas. Annie Fevre is one of my favorite Hermès artists for sure, and she's a French artist known for her unique style and intricate designs, who began her collaboration with Hermès in 1979. Over the years, she's created numerous scarves for the house, often incorporating a hidden monkey as part of her signature. The design includes vibrant depictions of dancers and elements reminiscent of the elaborate costumes and sets associated with the Ballets Russes. Now, according to Fontaine's Carré d'A4, this design has never been reissued. It is truly stunning in person and is one I would love to see as a forever scarf. Here's another one by Annie Fevre called L'Art des Steppes, issued in 1991, which draws inspiration from the rich artistic heritage of Eurasian steppes. The design is a tribute to the decorative arts of the nomadic cultures that once thrived across Central Asia, particularly the Scythians, the Sarmatians, and Mongols. The composition includes symmetrical arrangements of stylized animals, including horses, deer, and birds, reflecting the significance of these creatures in nomadic art and mythology. The border is adorned with geometric and floral patterns inspired by traditional steppe embroidery and goldsmithing. And then the central medallion-like structure, characteristic of many Hermès designs, showcases an elaborate, almost tapestry-like arrangement of steppe motifs, framed by interwoven decorative elements. Now, Hermès did reissue L'Art des Steppes in 1997 under the name Art des Steppes Détail, which focused on a close-up of certain elements from the original design. And then the full version was later reissued in 2001. Now, this design as well is prized amongst collectors due to its historical depth and Annie Fevre's signature artistic style. And again, it is stunning in person. I would love to see this reissued again as another 90 centimeter silk twill carré or as a GM. So there you have it. Some thoughts about which Hermès scarves I would like to see reissued as forever scarves and why. I could probably go on, but these were the first ones that came to mind. Please like and share the video if you enjoyed it, and let me know what you think in the comments. In future episodes, I'll share other scarf reviews, tutorials, and more, so be sure to hit that subscribe button to be notified of new videos. Thanks again for joining me today. Until next time.